You spend so much time getting your gold in Hearthstone, so let's make sure you don't waste it. I'm Chowpow, and I'm going to go over everything you can spend your gold on in Hearthstone. I'll tell you which ones are worth your gold, or which ones are a scam to buy. Let's start with getting the easy ones out of the way. In the shop, you'll find a rotating set of class skins that you can buy with gold. They cost 1,000 gold each, and you can keep them forever. These skins are exclusive to the shop, meaning that if you buy one, you can flex how rich you are to the bot you're most likely playing against. Seriously, Blizzard, fix that! These skins have custom emotes, and some of them even have custom animations besides the animation on their portrait. Of course, they're just limited to one class though. Buy it if you want. I'm not gonna judge you if you want to look at Valera while you play Hearthstone. Not gonna lie, I wouldn't mind too. But something you may have not known is that you can actually buy past card backs in the collection. It's simple, all you gotta do is go to your collection. Up here, besides the hero portrait skin, just go to your card backs. You can click right if you really want to and go to the end, but if you're lazy, just type missing, and you can see that you can buy this for 500 gold. You may be wondering what the acquired by winning 5 or more games thing is on the right. You used to have to win 5 games of ranked mode to get a card back. Now you just get them in the Tavern Pass, which actually just made me realize you get 3 less card backs every expansion. Haha, woo, thank you, Blizzard. Something to note is that there are card backs that you actually cannot buy. If your card back does not glow in that little white tint, you actually can't buy it. The ones you can't buy are usually locked behind some sort of achievement, this one being you have to beat the One Night in Karazhan heroic mode. Some of these you could only get if you purchased them at a specific time. This one being that you would have to actually buy the United in Stormwind Tavern Pass when that expansion was out, or when it was in the shop. Also, something you should know is that you actually cannot buy any coins with your gold. Most of these are also locked behind an achievement, and some of them are actually behind the Tavern Pass as well. Now here is a controversial one. In the past, there were solo adventures that you could buy for gold. There is a total of 6 adventures, and you can buy them with gold or real money. Don't spend real money, it's not worth it. I'll tell you why later. If you go to the mode section of your screen, go to solo adventures, you can look at all the ones you actually might already own. In this case, I own the Blackrock Mountain expansion, the League of Explorers expansion. I scroll up. I also own the Tombs of Terror expansion and the Galakrond's Awakening expansion. Apparently, I haven't finished these 2 yet. If for some reason you've already bought one wing of the solo adventure, you can go into the menu and buy each wing separately, not as a whole. For some reason, I didn't buy the second one, so I can unlock it and buy this one chapter for 700 gold. Or I could go over here and unlock the whole thing. You could buy them for runestones, but like I said earlier, just go all the way back to your shop and buy the rest of it for gold. You might be wondering why my adventure screen looks different from yours, and that's because I've already purchased some of the solo adventures. So I haven't bought Curse of Naxxramas, I haven't bought the Dalaran Heist, so that is why I have them in my menu. And I only bought a portion of Tombs of Terror, and that's why it's here as well. When you complete an adventure, you get anywhere between 30 and 45 cards, with at least 4 to 6 of those being legendaries depending on your adventure you bought. Now you might think that this is a great deal. It's a single player campaign where you get loads of entertainment and free cards as a bonus. But in reality, you're spending around 2,000 to 3,000 gold for anywhere around 22,000 dust worth of cards. Most, if not all of the cards are useless in Wild, and none of them can be played in Standard. If you really want to use cards like Lotheb or Brand's Bronzebeard in Wild, just craft them yourself. If you really want to see the adventures, just look at them on YouTube. And while you're there, subscribe to this channel. Looking back, they're kind of neat, but that's all I can really say about them. Nothing revolutionizing. Either way, I wouldn't recommend buying any of the solo adventures for any reason whatsoever. Moving on to ways where you can actually profit with your gold, the arena game mode is simple. You gamble 150 of your gold to draft a deck from a rotating card pool, and hopefully you get enough wins to at least break even in your gold's value. After you get 12 wins or 3 losses, whichever comes first, you get rewards ranging from packs to golds to dust to sometimes even cards if you get enough wins. You need about 3 wins to break even, so anything above that and you technically get more value in your gold, if you were to buy packs with your gold instead. It takes 7 wins to guarantee that you make 150 gold back as a reward, meaning that the 150 gold you get is refund and you get whatever rewards are external from that. Here's the problem though, you actually have to win at least 3 or 7 times depending on what you're looking to do. Especially with how random arena can be, it may not be the best investment if you are new to the game, especially if you don't know what you're doing. If you do plan on starting arena, you should know the first runs will not be pretty. Case in point, Me. I remember I drafted Nerubian Egg on my first arena run because I thought,
if I play Nerubian Egg, my opponent won't be able to play any board clears because they'll get a 4/4 on my board.
and I was right. They didn't play any board clears. Because I just played a 2-mana 0/2 and they rolled over me. When I first started doing arena runs, I got maybe 3 or 4 wins on average. So I was making a very minimal profit. I will say though, arena is a fun game mode to play. I'd recommend you at least try it once. And if you get good at arena, you'll start making gold and you'll become self-sufficient in your arena gambling habits. But just remember, most people quit before they win big. The other way you can gamble your retirement fund is through the Heroic Tavern Brawl. The Heroic Tavern Brawl, or the Heroic Brawlicium, comes once every expansion. It's the same idea as Arena, where you play until you get 12 wins or 3 losses, but this time, you play a deck of your choosing from Standard. And also, unlike Arena, where you need about 3 wins to break even, since the cost to play is 1,000 gold, you need 6 wins to break even. Simply put, this is a cash grab based on people's hopes that they can win big. The rewards for 12 wins are crazy good, but to hit that, you need to win at least 4 games for every game you lose. In other words, a 75% win rate. Most decks don't even hit 60. Remember that your opponents are also playing crazy good meta decks, the decks that counter the crazy good meta decks, or the decks that counter the decks that counter the crazy good meta decks. Realistically, if you choose the right deck, I think a good player can reach around 6 wins. You'll make a little profit in it, but again, remember, you are playing at a 66% win rate. You're putting your gold on the line and you cannot control what your opponent plays. So, what happens when there are 2 different warrior decks that are meta? Which one is your opponent playing? You don't know. Neither did I. So when I'm playing mid-range hunter and I'm going against either an aggro or control warrior, I have to mulligan very differently against those decks. I guessed wrong and I lost. And that was nothing of my control because I did not know what my warrior opponent was playing. There is a luck portion of Heroic Tavern Brawl, I will definitely say that. If you are new to playing Hearthstone and you are thinking of playing this, don't. You'll probably just lose money and it is not worth it. Now, if you are a winner, then yeah, go for it. These next ones are ways you can spend your gold to directly get cards. First, packs. You can spend 100 gold for a normal pack or 400 gold for a golden pack. At base value, you can never go wrong with buying a regular pack. This is the premium gold to card ratio. There is only one other way in this game where you can directly spend your gold to get cards, and I'll get into that later. But besides that, buying and opening packs is the baseline in gold to card value. Golden packs are a different story. You might think it's crazy to spend 400 gold to get the same amount of cards as a regular pack. But there is a method where you can buy golden packs to make even more dust than buying regular packs. I explain how in this video right here on the top right corner of your screen or in the description below. Though there is one other method that you can use that gives you the best value for your gold. Buying the mini sets each set gives you the best value for your gold. There is no question about it. You spend 2,000 gold for 73 cards, all of which are relevant to the standard game mode. That doesn't mean they're good, they're just there. You can also spend 10,000 gold to buy the golden mini sets. Now, if you thought spending 400 gold on a golden pack was crazy, this is outrageous. But just like buying golden packs, there is a scenario where buying golden mini sets actually gives you more value for your gold in gold to dust value. I explain how in this video right here. Thanks for stopping by, I'll see you around.